Yeah, Green Goblin got a bit of a buff in this last over-the-air update, going from -3 to -4, which I did see some poor social media intern for Marvel Snap. They kind of listed that as a nerf in their graphic, as like in red text and showing the number going down, which it's kind of funny, right? The power did get nerfed, but of course that's really a buff and the perfect excuse to revisit a really fun deck, which is Goblin mode deck, running both of the goblins, and this time around running a Galactus. I wanted to see if we could pull off some of those like super old school, just Goblin Galactus lines, the GGG into the GG, and you know, it kind of worked more often than I expected. That was often, honestly, how I won a lot of games in this deck. I sort of tossed Galactus in as just a fun little bonus, but it proved to be a legitimate win condition more often than you'd think. This deck, by the way, went an exact 10-10. That's a 50% win rate. I was up 1 cube overall. So, you know, this is not an all-star deck, not a top-tier meta deck, actually one you might find yourself struggling with in particular. But that line can still work, man. It still catches people. And because this deck has a little bit of this kind of affliction package alongside it, Sable, Selene, Scorpion, Cassandra, Hazmat, Man-Thing, Ajax, that's a whole secondary win condition that can just get you there sometimes. Big Man-Things, big Ajaxes can carry you to victories. But also, I think it makes people a little relaxed. Maybe they're not exactly expecting Galactus. They're thinking more about, you know, debuffs and all this stuff and their power being small. And the goblins kind of just seem like maybe a part of that. Oh, they're just giving me goblins to debuff. I understand. And then the Galactus hits them in the face and surprises them. So it does have that surprise factor. Also, of course, Selene here can be a really big help pushing those goblins even further down, making it even harder for them to regain that difference into the Galactus. Grandmaster technically can follow up there too, although that's a pretty rare line. So this deck is still very fun. There are some great Goblin Galactus moments to behold always when you play this sort of thing, and I think you're going to enjoy watching this one a lot. I just be careful playing this. I don't really think this buff was meaningful enough to make Green Goblin insane, particularly because there are still some Merlins floating around out there. He is just a direct counter to Green Goblin, which was, of course, cited as the reason to buff this card. I will say with Mr. Fantastic First Steps, Merlin has decreased a little bit in play. We've seen Fantastic kind of take that spot in many ways. So there's a little more room for Green Goblin, but things still can go bad. And there's also still some like Annihilus decks out there too, which can really punish you. So just be careful with this one. Keep this in the back of your mind. Maybe with some refinement, this could be a legitimately great deck. In the meantime, I think it's a super fun one. It's probably not going to hurt you, but can indeed make for some big and hilarious moments, as you're about to see. Well, Selene is good. Yeah, no, let's actually just go ahead and use up that Ant Maze, too, to create some freedom here for Goblin. He might want to go left. It's actually a pretty good spot for, like, Galactus if we want. You know, I didn't really build this as a Galactus deck, but I'll be honest, a lot of our wins have come from Galactus, guys. I'm going to be real. So Makari could be either end of turn or maybe Surfer. If it's Surfer, Goblin does get buffed, Makari gets buffed, like that's already kind of scary. It's end of turn, Goblin, fine in that case, I guess, right? Guess we'll try to get a little more data. Oh my god, show me that Hobgoblin. Oh my god. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna go green on 4, I think, right? Another card over there. What is it? Is it end of turn or is it Surfer? Still don't know. I still have no idea. Thankfully it's moving anyway, but I still don't know. That's really funny that we still have no idea. Like maybe this turn we'll find out, right? Maybe this turn. Because Fantastic Art, particularly with Galactus, if we had priority, it wouldn't really be a huge risk because Fantastic Art, well, I guess that's true for Surfer too, but whatever the case, like, we'll just see. We still don't know. Still no idea. I hate this, dude. I hate this, that I don't know what they are. Play a card. Please don't play 2 cards left, by the way. That would be so baller, and I'd be so mad, but I'd be proud of you, bad musician. You might be a bad musician, but you'd be a good Marvel Snap player, and you'd be a baller one, too, with lots of bravery. With Dark Dimension, it does mean I'm a lot more likely to always have priority here, which I still don't know what they are. God dang it, dude. Well, now I always trust this, right? There's no way they can get 12 here, can they? Or not even 12, 18. You need an infinite type play. Maybe null if they had a random null, but I don't know why on earth they'd have that. Dude, I just dude, I don't know. Like, what are they? If we don't find out, I'm gonna lose my mind. No. What are the odds we didn't see a whole other card? Does this show us? Oh, they have Surfer. Oh, it's showing us. Thank God. It's Surfer. It's showing us here. No, we know what we destroyed. Oh, thank God, dude. Thank God. By the way, not a bad game. I mean, this is pretty much exactly what we want out of this deck. You know, Selene into Goblin, into Goblin, into Galactus is. I'm not even sure Galactus is the goal, but honestly, he's how I'm winning most of my wins. So maybe he is the goal. Maybe he should be if he's not. Okay, Vibranium. Yeah, sure. Why not, man? We know Galactus ain't going there. This could be a decent Galactus game. I don't know. I want to just like, I'm sure I'll say this in the intro, but I just want to reiterate it a lot. This is not really a Galactus deck. It can be, of course, you know, like that's why it's here. It makes sense, right? We got goblins. It can play that way. But it's not designed to be like you would make changes if you were like all in on Galactus here, right? I'm just saying he's an out. He's a possibility. He's an option. He's not our foremost goal, as it were. Pit of Exile actually could be a pretty solid spot to set up for a said Galactus, by the way. Maybe we go Goblin here, Man-Thing mid, Hobgoblin right. They might have a hard time getting a big card here. I mean, you know, Morbius, they can still play small stuff here, so I don't know. I'm already kind of annoyed they played a card. Mobius, okay, that's fine, actually. We weren't really gonna... I mean, theoretically, Hazmat here is just better than Man-Thing, right? 100% better, because it's just debuffing these already. That's where we're gonna try to go. They play another card there. I'm gonna be real nervous, but we'll still rip it. We'll still rip it. It's fine. We'll still rip it. It actually would be kind of best technically, but then they might have the option to fill it. You know, we'd be kind of scared. Maybe for that logic as an out, I play Hazmat here, just in case I decide to pivot and Galactus mid or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't really expect that to happen, but you never know. So with only 2 cards here, I feel a lot better. Still possible, but you know, if they go for like, I don't know, MODOK, if they go for what could they go for? I'm trying to think. Like Dakin. Don't see a lot of Dracula as much anymore, I feel like. I mean, they're gonna know for sure Galactus after this Hobgoblin hits, but will it just be too late to be relevant? You know, they've already played a card, so we might just be in the clear, honestly. It's just a swarm. Easy. Magic doesn't matter. We're fine. What is this deck, by the way, dude? It's a Bullseye Bass. Oh, I bet it's C3. Which is so sick. I almost hate to win this for free because it's definitely C3 and that is really cool. Bullseye did get nerfed though from 3 power. I bet this was an old C3 Bullseye deck that got kind of worse, but still very cool. We played this one time. Thankfully though, this is an easy win. I hate to beat cool decks with Galactus Goblin cheese, but here we are. Yeah. Could Hobgoblin go to -9, by the way? Could they just continue the love here on the Goblins? I think he could. Send him to -9, dude. Why not? I like it. He's such a big commitment at 5 and such a risk sometimes because if he backfires, it's just your entire game's blown up for 5. Make him 9! -9 to be clear. -9. To be extra clear. Selene, we do like Selene. Yes, Selene is a great card with Hobgoblin in hand. Beautiful. Standard Nova is a fun card too. Scorpion's a fun card. I guess you play Nova on 2 always, right? Oh no. Oh, 6 cost is basically useless for us. I mean, it's not. It's still an 11 power card. It's not a disaster, but it's definitely not good. Let's be clear, right? Definitely not good. Let's figure out where Man-Thing wants to go. I mean, theoretically right, obviously, since we already have cards elsewhere, but to some extent that's going to depend on where the opponent puts stuff. Oh, well, that makes me like Man-Thing right a lot now. Because they're going to want to put cards here. And they're going to be cheap cards generally. Although they could already be 4-cost cards for a variety of reasons. Utopia and Surge. So I guess we'll see. But Man-Thing's anyway a good start. 7 power base is solid. Yep, 4-cost cards indeed. Dang it. I locked out my Galactus. But without Hobgoblin anyway, it seemed unlikely to be relevant. You have priority, so Hazmat just really doesn't help much. But I guess we're fine. I don't know. We're just playing elsewhere, right? We're not really trying for that anyway. My hand is so dead right now, though, dude. Like, I need cards, man. I really need cards. I don't have anything good to do. Wow, they just didn't go right. Okay, that's chill, I guess. Silver Sable at least has a useful unreveal, even though she's destroyed. Still technically does something. Oh god, it's worse for my Ajax. Thanks, rocket. I don't know why getting hit by a rocket gives you +1 power. That is not what I would have expected to happen, but hey. Oh boy, this sucks. We are in a really bad spot. Oh man, terrible draws. This hobgoblin costing this much is just killing me. It stole lines for me with the Galactus. Like, we'd have such a cool Galactus line potentially without this. I don't know where it would go. We'd had to have saved right maybe, which would have been kind of weird. They would have had buffed cards there, but as it stands, I don't know how to win. We only ever play one card next turn, and that does not feel like a winning line against basically any deck, let alone this deck that's going to have a lot more energy flexibility, right? Torch back up to 2, man. The debuff's hitting hard. Oh, Negasonic. I mean, I guess that's fine. We're not really maybe trying to win left anyway. That said, how the heck are we winning anywhere else either, you know? Like, I just literally can't win. Ajax is a big boy, but it only works if they just totally abandon right, which seems incredibly unlikely. I just don't see that. I mean, they could arguably, right? If they're thinking, hey, I got, you know, I'm a surfer deck. I'm gonna focus mid for torch specifically, and then left, you know, I got stuff there to buff, and like I don't want to play in a man thing, right? And they're like, oh, man thing's hard to beat, so maybe they avoid riot and we just win with Ajax. Seems real unlikely. They could just beat Ajax anyway with power. Oh my god, it actually happened. Oh my god, wait, what? 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 Why wouldn't you play Brood right anyway, I feel like? Oh my god, I literally called it down to a T. They only had the Brood left. They didn't want to play right because of Man Thing. Oh my god. It was super debuffed, right? It got hit by both Selene and the Scorpions. So if they'd played it right... Dude, this Brood has been through some stuff, by the way. Selene, double Scorpion, fantastic Galacta and Server. Look at 3 debuffs, 3 buffs to get it to positive. Wow. So they just decided, like, hey, any power winning left is better than, you know, would have been what, like 9 power right, I guess, right? It would have had the same number of buffs. I don't, well, no, it wouldn't have been 9 power right. It would have been -6. So it would have only been 3 power rights. They decided, like, hey, magnifying the Man Thing across 3 just doesn't make sense. I'd rather condense into 1. I actually think this is kind of smart, or at least unexpected, right? Because they basically would have only been adding, you know, this would only be 1 each, right? It's 3 over here, so it would only be 1 power each over here against the Man Thing. They would basically be going 8 to 7, which you don't think ever wins, right? Like, you think, hey, man, they're gonna play any card here, which, you know, if I'd had a 1-drop, I would have. I mean, I already played them both, so. Ooh, options. Well, no, that doesn't really make sense. Let's try to draw a goblin first, I guess, right? I mean, maybe we play it on 2 anyway, but a debuff on Galactus is wild. That's scary, crazy stuff. I'd rather hit anything hazmat. Oh, I'm a genius, though. Genius level intellect. I will say Raft is not good for goblins, though. We got to figure that out a little bit. Oh, Hawkeye is very good for Raft. Hopefully they don't have another 1-drop to fill in, but I got a problem because I can't really do it at all. So I guess we just go Goblin here. I mean, nah, I was gonna say, like, maybe this road you give it to him, but you just win Raft, really. Like, you would just win because they're so small, right? But I think Galactus mid is now looking way too enticing with a Green Goblin already there. Like, that looks really spicy, so let's do that. Oh, they filled it anyway, so I would have got wrecked by Goblin left. Wow, they really did have one extra 1-drops. Crazy. Grapple Arrow, Titania. Oh, that's just a free Titania for me now. Okay. They can never take that back. They can never take that away from us. Well, dang. Oh, shoot, dude. I'm not happy about Vormir, though, now. Maybe we don't care because Titania is so good left that it just, like, doesn't matter. Like, maybe you just win with Doc Ock anyway. Like, who cares? Just Ajax wherever, mid or something. Like, Titania is just going to give you such a giant lead, right? Like, what could they put there that's so scary? What could it be, man? What could it be? Debris. Oh, no. No. Honestly, we might have had a hard time anyway, but Ajax would have cleared, I think. I cannot believe that. And now Vormir's like just a nightmare because you know we're going to get a Nihilist. So I just can't. I literally cannot win, dude. Honestly, if it wasn't for the rock too, we had maybe an interesting Galactus play lining up with a void. Like, I just cannot believe that debris, dude. Literally any other card on the planet, I think, would have been fine. Because Ajax would have just cleared and mid would have held, I'm sure. Like, mid so... Oh my god, just kidding. We're playing an actual Annihilus deck, and this is literally the worst case scenario, isn't it? I really wish I could Galactus, bro. Okay, well, this is just actually the worst thing that's ever happened to me my entire life, so I think we're done. I mean, I guess in hindsight, the Titanium was a sign of what's to come, but I thought we'd be okay, but so much for that idea. Well, Galactus has appeared. This Grandmaster has been missing like crazy. I'm just never hitting one drops, and when I do, Grandmaster is garbage. Theoretically, he's a fine follow-up, but there aren't a lot of good kind of mid-game curves for that, you know? Scorpion early? Sure, man. Why not? Stuff like Hazmat might be a waste, but pretty much everything else is kind of cool. Discard deck into a MODOK early. That could be a bit of a problem sometimes. It might not hurt, depending on what they have. They might think it's worth it. Oh my god, so far so good. Jeez, Dracula Gun, it's a pretty small hand. Honestly, I don't think they mind too much. It's just that they're kind of playing for top decks only now. Goblin's fine, but dude, they just have 7, 7, and 7. It's crazy looking. Scoring got hit. Like, that looks crazy to me. Triskelion. Thinking about like Nova into Grandmaster Patriot next turn or something. You just get this Nova double hit and like maybe try to win mid like that. And then I don't know. I don't have a great way to win another spot yet. Like Ajax is a possibility. I don't really see this as a Galactus game. Ajax, okay. It's pretty nice, I guess. But you know, Ajax isn't scaled up yet right now, so we got to figure out how to do that. Malekith hitting a random 3 or less. Swarm's pretty bad. So mid is, I mean, unless this is Morbius, I guess. Mid looks pretty good unless that's specifically Morbius. But even the Morbius is probably a bit slower than usual because, boy, this would really help. I bet the Morbius is even a bit, oh, dude, we have like a better line like this, maybe. Nah, Doc Ock's too risky. We didn't play like a Selene or anything. They might play a debuffed card here. Ajax might actually be a bit bigger. Plus, without like MODOK, I don't even know what they're playing this turn. It's not usually very strong. Like, there's not a lot of raw power cards in discard, you know? MODOK, often one of the bigger ones. Isn't it crazy MODOK was a 5/8 for so long? Like, 5/7 is still an incredibly good card. This card is like actually one of the best decks in the game always and just doesn't get played much. Score and go left or mid. Go left or mid. Don't go right. Nice. Hulkbuster, that's chilling. Okay, I think we're at 14 or better, so 15 maybe with that Colleen. We're chilling. Cheap Red Hulk, definitely very nice. What do we do with it? Like Shauna? Shauna left is like actually a lot of power, but I guess Hazmat's just way better now, right? Ajax is gonna get spiked off that. I think this holds usually. It's not actually that obvious because like Blade is really big and we're making Punisher bigger too, but I'm saying across the 3, hopefully we just hold here, right? There's their Morbius. That means I feel better about mid for sure. Mid looks a lot better to me. All right, is actually cooked though, dude. Wow. Are we gonna hit Red Hulk? Do we win a tiebreaker? We do. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Wow, Red Hulk did not hit. They actually filled their curve. The Triskelion really did help them out on just getting good little random stuff. You know, 3/8's not bad. Punisher chipped in. Maybe we could have put Hazmat mid, but I was really worried about Hobgoblin, right? Maybe Hazmat right is better. I mean, I don't know though. Thank God we didn't, right? The -1 on Punisher wasn't worth the -3. We would have lost. So I guess we would have tied here though instead. So I don't know. Yes, all the same. It was a scary win though, dude. That was a scary game. We got there. Hey, Silver Sable, go do your stuff left. Yep. Sarah Bro. The C6 deck with Enchantress, guys. How can we beat that? Actually, a discard deck. Okay, I guess Aunt May's is the featured location today, huh? I've seen it a bunch. You guys always make fun of me every time I say that, by the way. I don't know where I want to put this because I don't really want to contest against Morbius. I obviously don't want to play it in Aunt May's because it gets buffed. I obviously don't want to put it in Muir Island because, like, where does this go? Testing Morbius just feels really pointless. Like, I'm not really going to add any other power there. I think I just wait on the Goblin, maybe. I actually should have put the Scorpion mid. What am I doing? I could put Man-Thing mid, I guess, but it's still the same problems. Oh, God. Okay, this pretty much has to be a Galactus game. There's no other way to win this. And it's going to have to be Galactus mid. So I need Hobgoblin right now. Hit that Scorpion, I guess. Oh, they lost their MODOK. Oh, okay, that was actually a decent roll. Gambit being, oh, well, okay. They debuff, but they just debuffed anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, look, man, Galactus is fine. We got this. It's fine, dude. They're going for, like, Dakin stuff. We'll be chill. They're going left and right. They don't care about mid at all. Like, they are gonna, obviously, this is, like, a pretty easy Galactus read, by the way. Like this, well, I don't know if it is that much though, right? Like they kind of know I don't want to put the Goblin anywhere else, so maybe they think I just didn't have a choice. I love that Proxima is just getting played, by the way. That's beautiful. What do they have in hand? They've lost MODOK. They've got a no. They already used their shard. They did use their shard. I don't know. I legit think there's a chance this holds. Easy, easy. All you need is a Goblin and a Dream and a Galactus. Let's go, dude. I can't believe this actually held. Wow. Not even that crazy from the opponent to just focus on 2, right? Like, that makes sense. They didn't have a great, like, Dracula here would have been pretty good, I guess, but they just wanted to focus on 2. Let's freaking go, dude. I love it. Well, where are my cheap cards, dude? We have some cheap cards. There's one. Nice, nice, nice. Sure. Scorpion can go wherever. Don't snap on 6. Don't snap on 6. Well, I like a challenge. My rebel streak has just been unlocked. I like Green Goblin mid here too. I think that's fine. Yeah, even better and fine stuff here. Grandmaster is kind of cool, but I would lock out any Galactus lines. I'm not ready for that just yet. Ancient Venom deck, by the way. So we might expect, you know, Bast. I don't know if there's anything that really interacts well with Green Goblins necessarily, so that might be okay. Does locking them out here help to turn off the torch early? I kind of like that, right? That's pretty exciting. We could even bail out of the Ock if things got scary, but I like that the torch gets turned on. Turned on? You know what I mean? Oh! Havoc is kind of scary, but it is really reducing their energy output, which means if I did hit a Galactus mid, it would be absolutely insane. Like, just really insane. The alternative, oh my god. The alternative line, though, which I'd like to take... Like, number one, we don't have a Galactus, right? So, like, playing for Galactus seems insane. I think what we can really do is just Grandmaster here to send it, like, abandon there, and then just, like, Man-Thing this, you know? That's going to put us at, what? 4 and 7's 11? But they're going to go down a ton. We would splat. I mean, I like the idea of Hobgoblin, right? But it's too risky, dude. They could just put, like, an Iron Man there right now. I just can't risk that. I think if I go... I could also maybe just do this now, for the record. This is also pretty exciting so that I get better hazmats, then finish on a Man-Thing. Maybe that's a bit better, actually. Yeah, this is also going to lock out mid for them. Oh, my God. We would have had the clear Hobgoblin, by the way. Wow. Would have had the clear Hobgoblin. How many? Oh, no. Cosmo means Doc Ock's denied. Oh, dude. No, man. That's really sad. I mean, I have a really big power advantage. That's cool, but I guess I'm going to play, like, Man-Thing left and, like, Sable. Oh, well, Sable's useless, though. Useless there, anyway. How many cards do they have in hand? They have 3 cards in hand. One's a demon, right? If they go demon mid, we're fine. For sure. If they go demon left, we're fine. If they go Iron Man in either spot, are we fine? Yeah, Iron Man here is not enough. Even if he's 3, right? It'd be fine. They're starting so small. I'm thinking about, like, big scalers, you know? Demon left is going to be fine. Oh, they will have Clubhouse. So they would, like, Iron Man mid plus Clubhouse. Would they have enough? Iron Man would be 3. That would be 3. And then they'd have 7. Well, actually, he wouldn't get buffs. They'd have 6. They'd go to 12. He'd only be at 11. Oh, crap. They had exactly Iron Man mid and Demon left. We might lose. Dang, dude. You trust this? No, because left is like demons 13. We'd only be at 12. Crap. Well, dang, dude. I guess you would Sable here because she does. Oh, well, actually, she helps left, doesn't she? Yeah, you still buff mid a little bit here. You only get +1, I guess, but it's still something. I hope they don't have exactly Iron Man plus. I'm gonna be giga sad if they have Iron. Maybe it's fine with that Doc Ock buff. Did it go to? Oh, it's also buffed by Surge. I was just kidding, right? Okay, no Iron Man. All right, we're fine. Yeah, Iron Man was definitely the risk. Okay, this game got weird, dude. Cosmo actually made their life so much better, but we still got there. Thank God we didn't play for Galactus stuff. Although Hobgoblin left certainly would have worked as well. That would have been a great line in hindsight, had we known. But all good, all good. I liked the Doc Ock line a lot too. Just Cosmo. Okay, Silver Sable early. Sure. This deck, dude, is not feeling great so far. I gotta be honest, man. Like, I've played almost this exact deck in the past and had some pretty good runs with it. I just don't think it holds up as well in the modern era. Like, a lot of these cards just, I don't know. Like, power values are so high that like an honest 4 and an honest 8 aren't quite as good, you know. You could definitely lean into cheese more with this, with like debris and clog stuff. That might be a different path to give this a little more oomph. Could make the difference maybe. I kind of like the notion of like Jean Grey. Well, no, goblins don't really help with Jean Grey much, I guess. It could like steal them away from a Galactus location for the record. Sandra Nova gone. Okay, we get a cloak. I think this is a bot by any chance? I don't know. I'm just thinking about left Galactus now though, man. Like, honestly, I don't know. Just Goblin Galactus. It's easy. -12 and deal with it, you know? Maybe we find a hazmat in the meantime. Oh, excuse me. That's from Camp Lee. Oh, we found the Galactus. Deal. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't really want a cloak though, because that gives them an option to move the goblin. I don't want them moving the goblin. I want it staying where it is. Do I just play this? Maybe it's fine. It's like generally better than Doc Ock, right? I think so. Yeah. Would be great if I was set up mid, dude. I could do doubles. I could do double goblins. Triple goblins, I guess. Sick Grandmaster counters, man. I'd be so mad about this, by the way. Oh, we even got it in. That counts as a move, so we got it in ahead of the Craven, which is beautiful. All right, dude. They've got big cards set up mid, kind of with Craven. Dagger could go wherever, but we're just not going to support a dagger much at all, particularly in our Galactus location. Right? It's like max +2. I mean, I think there's a real shot this works. I think there's a real shot this is just the most old school Galactus, and it actually kind of works. They can move stuff there with New York, right? So like, they do have a free move. Like, does Craven Dagger actually already just beat us? I mean, it's 9 plus. It's 9 plus 2. That doesn't beat Galactus, right? There's no way. No, it's 6 plus 7 actually. 13. Yeah, it's only +1. You're at a you're at an 18 power deficit is the problem, right? So you've got to put in some crazy big numbers. Now this does appear to be a big Red Wing deck. They could maybe just like slam not an Infinite, but I don't know, a Giganto or something, right? I don't think we've seen Red Hulk getting big enough. I don't think there's any lines that like a Giganto plus a dagger maybe would be big enough, right? Yeah, that actually would be big enough. Giganto plus dagger. That would be big enough, dude. That would be big enough, honestly. Did we have any indication they were a move deck before I sent over my Goblin? I don't think so, right? Maybe this cloak actually in hand. I was thinking, like, in hindsight, this was kind of a weird spot to set up, you know? Like, I like it in theory because you're, like, denying their ability to move more stuff over there. But at the same time, you're letting them move stuff over there. You know what I mean? Like, you're letting them move. So, I don't know. It's limiting their lines in some worlds. Yeah, Red Wing's definitely not enough because he leaves a card behind unless they're leaving out a Galactus, which would be the sickest play I've ever seen in my life. Heimdall is very cool, but not a worry for us, thankfully. Okay, sick, dude. Yeah, this did work out okay. Nice. You know, if they had a Vulture down and they could have moved it over, like that might have cooked us. I don't know. Maybe not the best spot to set up, but let's worry about that next time because we won this time, baby. Old school, just Goblin Galactus. That's actually so sick. I'm really proud of that. That's rare, dude. That doesn't happen much. Okay, Cassandra. We can go maybe like Cassandra Wright. Grandmaster, if it makes sense. Quinjet, huh? Black Vortex. Wow, like a Selene or something right now. Is that worth just throwing in a Grandmaster? Because I kind of have a curve anyway, right? Like, when the heck am I going to play this Grandmaster on like a Nova? There's no way. Let's just ship it. See what we get. Galactus would be so sick already. I don't know if it'd be good, but it'd be sick. Khonshu, not sick. Bad, actually. Terrible. Awful. The worst. They also rolled a Quinjet Onslaughts, which they're probably not mad about. I mean, okay, maybe we have Galactus, maybe we have Galactus left. We don't, this is not necessarily Galactus deck, by the way. I want to be clear. Like, I'm talking about it because it's funny. Like, it'd be amazing, but it's not the goal so much as a backup plan. Tribunal. Oh, interesting. That does give me like the option to just like really power spike, because Ajax is like really good, right? Can I get big enough somewhere else, you know? Ooh, also we could do maybe Man Thing here, because this is gonna hold like crazy. And then maybe you do I don't know, like Ajax mid, right? Like, yeah, I'm hurting my own guy, but I'm definitely gonna hurt more of theirs, right? Think? Like, I don't think Ajax needs Citadel to be good, is what I'm getting at. Oh, speed is big too, though. Dang, dude. They're getting a Selene. A 1/4 Selene. Demon's big. Oh, yeah, it's still. That Man Thing's barely pulled us ahead because speed is, or not even really, but speed is just so big, right? Ooh, what about this? Does this hold? It should hold, right? It should hold for sure. It should hold. Let's do this so I know that my cube gets destroyed for sure, because I think I'm gonna play mid, and I think this Green Goblin's gonna hold. They're not gonna play right now. Why would you, right? It'd just be crazy. It'd be insane. It'd be stupid. Oh, they don't even have a lot of space with their Ultron cards, but that being mid makes me, well, no, I guess it doesn't really matter where it is, because it's all Vortex. I will say they don't have anywhere to double pop off. In other words, they can't go for the yellow stone into the purple stone because there's no spot available. There's no, you know, they can only go for one stone in each spot. So how am I still barely ahead right, by the way? This is mind-boggling to me. How am I not ahead more right, dude? Like, what on earth? I forgot I just don't really have any numbers there, man. Like, despite debuffing them so significantly. Crap. This 8 hold mid. There's no way. It's so easy for them to get power on this, right? Oh, nice. Okay, they're just, honestly, dude, they might have to win, but I will say, like, doubling Ultron didn't really do a lot. That's at least one thing. Like, he's so freaking debuffed, and it's all permanent debuffs too, right? He's missing 4 power from my permanent debuffs. He did get 1 back from Surge, so he's at 3, but, you know, like, this only goes to 6 if you double it. The purple stone's 2. That's like 5 extra power. There might have been a world where they could only kind of add like 2 extra power, which means they go to 8, 8, and 8, like 2 across. I mean, you know, so maybe an Ajax right would be the way to go, because we might like tie break mid. We might be like 8 and 8 here, and then you like win the tiebreaker because Ajax scales like crazy. Yeah, I guess in that case, Selene would also be worth it getting played. Like, play Selene left, so that you have extra bigger Ajax. I don't know. It would have been that's how we would have had to approach it, I think. Thankfully, they were just scared off, which thank God for that. But what just happened? I lost a Doc Ock and got a Ghost Rider, but I can get the Doc Ock back with the Ghost Rider. That's pretty much just a straight upgrade. That's just a +5 on my Doc Ock, dude. That's great. What a development, dude. They lost a U.S. agent, by the way, which, I mean, I guess... Oh, they're going to see the Galactus, dude. I don't even really care that much, but it's kind of funny. So Scorpion actually makes their life pretty bad, I guess, right? That is a sick-looking Cerebro, by the way. I need to start using this one for Cerebro thumbnails, because this is pretty good base art for that. Like, sometimes it's really awkward. The base Cerebro has a very awkward... perspective. This has a much more natural perspective to it, which is going to be nice for sure. Cassandra Nova could also wreak havoc on Cerebro. So now their hand is debuffed and their deck is debuffed, which, I mean, I guess in theory, if everything's debuffed, maybe they're right back where they started. They got a Master Mold, which is a C2 card, not a C3 card. We know from US Agents they're a C3 deck. So, well, they might be back to C2 with the help of all these Novas. And oh, nope, they're back to 3. Okay. So now the stuff they're drawing is bad, but they just fixed the stuff in. Does this like do anything interesting where they get like locked out? I mean, I don't really think that's worth the trouble, is it? It doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble. Doc Ock here, I mean, it's just gonna pull a 3-power card or maybe something they top decked. I don't know. Let's see, I guess. Either way, it's 13 for us. We're pretty happy, I think. Oh, okay. Pulled the Cerebro. Yeah, there you go. That's the guy. So Jeff is not buffed. Oh, never mind. Jeff is buffed. Luke Cage won't have answers to any of these, really. I mean, they know I'm not going for Galactus this game, so maybe I should have, to be honest. I don't really have any good lines left. I'm kind of cooked on what to do here without a Hazmat. But even Hazmat's not good. I guess I got Luke Cage, don't they? Jeez. What can we do? There's like nothing to do. We assume they go to 20 right. I mean, I literally just have no plays, right? There's just nothing here to do. Cerebro's buffed. I mean, there's just nothing to do. I'm just garbage, just useless. Complete and utter useless garbage here. I have, this is literally my best play, and I don't think it ever holds. I think we are just cooked. I mean, I guess I could theoretically do these opposites, but I don't know. Oh my God, hold up. Hold up. What is that? What is that? What is that? Cobra? Okay, is that enough? Mystique. Easy. We're gods. 13 and 8's enough, man. We just called the shot mid. Like, it seemed like they didn't care about mid. They were putting all their little weak guys there. That's a cool Bast, by the way. That's probably my favorite looking Bast. Whoa. 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 I don't know if this is YouTube acceptable. I just noticed. He just noticed, and that's why it's his favorite. Yeah, okay. Likely story, Regis. I don't know how we won that game, though.